At 11, when Aiden Fucci, a St. Johns County teenager who admitted to killing his classmate, steps into the courtroom next week, some of his recent history may not go with him. In documents filed today, Fucci's attorney is asking for his bad acts to be thrown out of the murder case. Now, this is the case in which Fucci pled guilty to killing his friend Tristan Bailey on Mother's Day 2021. Her body was found in the woods close to their Durbin Crossing neighborhood. This evening, on your sides, Zach Wilcox looked through a series of new documents released tonight and joins us from the newsroom. Zach?
Yeah, Jessica, minutes before jury duty was to start in February, Fucci changed his plea to guilty, so there was no jury trial. Now his sentencing phase starts Tuesday, and his attorney has a few requests of the judge before it starts. Prior to being arrested for Tristan Bailey's death in May of 2021, Aiden Fucci did not have any criminal history of arrests or convictions, but he did have some problems at school, according to court documents. Fucci's attorney, Rosemary Peoples, is asking the judge not to consider any of those in this case, stating that the state law doesn't allow prior bad conduct without convictions to be considered. His attorney uses a similar argument for Fucci's recent history of bad behavior in jail. Jail records state Fucci has been extorting and threatening other inmates. Another inmate told jail officials Fucci threatened to stab him. Peoples points out the state prosecutor has lined up several witnesses from the jail to testify, but she's pushing for those witnesses to not be included. Juvenile justice legal expert Shannon Schott says the judge will ultimately know what he's legally allowed to consider in sentencing.
Really, the things that they're trying to keep out are supposed to be considered by the court. Certainly, I understand the concerns of the defense, but I think the court has to consider these things in his sentence.
Fucci's attorney is also trying to ban a psychologist's testimony, saying that that psychologist has only looked at statements and documents, but hasn't done a one-on-one medical examination of Fucci. Schott says it's important to include an expert analysis from a psychologist so the court can lay the groundwork for Fucci's inevitable case review in 10 years.
Whether that's mental health that mitigates the situation or in somehow explains away his current mental state so that when it's compared to him in 10, 20 years, perhaps it would establish, something positive for Aiden Fucci in the future.
Now it's up to the judge to respond to these requests. Again, the sentencing phase starts Tuesday. In the newsroom, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.